All right, everybody out there in the Craft Chest Nation and the Diablo 2 Lord of Destruction, Diablo 2 Resurrected Universe. It is I, the D2 King, Craft Chest, here to bring you a first impressions video. And I know a lot of people out there has been waiting on it. And yes, I have been playing. No, I don't have a level 90 yet. Been slow rolling it quite a bit here just due to the fact that I'm a lot older than back in the day when we were doing the videos, the how-to videos over 13 years ago and beyond. Yes, that's right. The original OG of your how-to videos is back and in full effect. I have been waiting on the remaster of Diablo 2 just as long as everybody else out there has been. There's a lot of players out there making content that wasn't even born whenever Diablo 2 released, but I was there the first month that it released. Not on release day, because from what I understand and remember in my thought process, the actual online play was all but unplayable for a little while. So I played a lot of solo, and then finally we got into some BattleNet, especially 2002, 2003. We really took off with it. And then around 2006 or 7 is when I decided, you know what? We have all these platforms starting to come to the internet. The internet is starting to be a place to where people can find how to do something. And what better way to use a platform like YouTube than to do how-to videos? And so that's what we started doing way back in 2007, 8, 9. And that's what we've been doing ever since, is trying to bring to you, all kind of various content on the channel. But back then, it was pretty much all vlogs and Diablo 2. You know who you are. The OGs that's been around for so long. And we caught up with one of them past couple of days, Lamile. Lamile has Diablo 2 Resurrected, and Lamile is going in deep. He's already doing Hell Cows out there, farming it up. And myself, I've been doing a lot of Nightmare Cows, farming up, trying to get ready. And as anybody out there knows, and if you don't know, I always roll with a Sorceress first, and then we roll into a Hammerden, and then use both of those for magic finding for in-game, depending on the situation and what I want to do, whether it's Nightmare runs or Hell runs, because the Hammerden can actually be a lot better at magic finding certain things, such as keys. Like if you want to do Uber Trist and all that, they're a lot more tanky, I guess, as far as that's concerned. And we'll show you what we're talking about later on. But right now, let me just tell you what my first impression was. The first couple of days, I really didn't go deep in on the game. And then finally, I was like, I got to get this PC right, because a lot of you out there do know the reason why I don't post a whole lot of content anymore is because I need a new PC. And graphics cards cost you, I think the going rate right now is your left kidney, a lobe of your liver, and $2,000 to get you a decent GPU out there for any new build. And pre-builds even can be disappointing as far as the other hardware, motherboard, CPUs, and RAM and such. And so I just haven't built one. So I'm going to go the APU route here shortly as soon as I get the funds together. And also, we got to get the Defiant out of Space Dock back here. I don't know if you know about all that, but the something blew up my oil pan on the way back from a show from North Carolina. So my car is down. I'm having to drive the backup whip out there until we get that fixed. So all kind of things going on. I might have to start a GoFundMe to get my car fixed for real, because between everything else and wanting to bring you content to PC and the car, or do a GoFundMe for either one, and whichever one I get done first, that's what we could do. I might actually put that together. What do you guys and gals out there think? Would you support a GoFundMe to get the Defiant back on the road and get those car audio videos back up, and be able to put some money into building a new PC to bring you all of the Diablo 2 Resurrected content? Got a critter over here. Alright, anyway, let's get on to this. So the first couple of days didn't go hard, and then I decided, hey, we got to do this. So I fired up the PC, and it worked on the stream. So I had everything going. We had the Discord going. We had the stream going. We had all the things that we needed to go going. I had the Two Wicked One, the original from back in the day over here, so I could have a chat room up, because my dual monitors ain't working on my main PC right now. I'm just all jacked up in here. So we're band-aiding everything and adapting to it. Leveled up my Sorceress. She's right below level 70 right now. Been farming Nightmare Cows. And then Been playing the Hammered in here, getting it leveled up since last night. We just started it last night, got him to level 51. I've actually had to stop because of being old and crickly and, man, all up in here. I don't know if y'all know what I'm talking about. Woo, but having to take it easy, plus chores, laundry, blah, 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 blah. You know how it is. But the game itself is amazing. It's everything that visually we saw back whenever the game was new. Just in our minds, that's how we visualize the game, is like you see it here. So very well done, Vicarious Visions. Very well done collaborating with Blizzard and getting this game to us. They are actually keeping up. I couldn't believe that on a Sunday, or what was it? No, yesterday was Monday. Yeah, that's right. Yesterday was Monday. So I guess I can believe it. They actually released a patch that fixed a lot of little quirkiness, such as the map bug. The latency seems to be a little bit better with the overlays and everything, and it's getting smoother every single day. So very well done for keeping up with the game. That's a question a lot of people had. Were they just going to do a one and done and we're going to go on to another project, or is this team actually going to pay attention to Diablo 2 Resurrected and keep up with it and make quality of life changes? And there's some changes that I hope that they make here in the near future. One of them being in the lobby, the game menu, which would be on this side over here. They have the settings thing, and then they have a game title and player title. They could actually combine those two, because myself, I don't know about anybody else out there, but like if you're doing Hell Cows or if you're doing Hell Bales and all that, you want to see how many players are in there, what's the level, what kind of characters, and you can pretty much ascertain what kind of characters are doing it. Are they capable of doing it? Is this going to be a fast run? Is it going to be a slow run? Do I even want to bother with it? So I kind of like to see both of those, how much time the game has been up, and the players, the number of players that are in the game. So I wish they would combine those two overlays, because there's all kind of space in the text there. And I really don't see any reason to have two tabs unless you could combine those two, and then the other tab that actually is the player tab, turn that into a description tab. I don't know, a message tab. Whoever's making the game, put a gamer tag or a quote or something that they might have. Like me, it's a craft of the mind. I'd like to put that over there. You never know. That might be a good idea. And then what's the other thing? That left click, I wish and hope that they either add the ability to put it on equip throw object, or have an X up there to where nothing happens whenever you left click except for movement. Take a little page out of Path of Exile's book as far as that is concerned, Vicarious Visions and Blizzard, please, and add either a walk only left click button. All right, and we're golden. Those couple of little things right there would make the gameplay even better. Especially like, I don't know how to put it, but I don't know how you would toggle it, but it would be even, whoa, that would be just, I don't know, game changing, I guess. I don't know if they would be able to do that, but maybe put a hotkey with the scroll wheel. You know how you can scroll and change your skills? A hotkey scroll to where you could go back and forth between walk and a skill on your left click. Man, what? That right there, that's the $1 million idea of Vicarious Visions. You heard it here. It is a craft of the mind right there on that one. So let's get on into this. So the graphics are amazing. All right, matter of fact, I can put you right over here on this tile right here, and I'll still have my camera up. As you can see, let me go ahead. I'm going to move myself. Let's just move myself right here. And right there. As you can see, over here, we do have the game up. Let me get that out of the way, and I do apologize. My dual monitors is not working at the moment. We do have the craft hammer chest up there, and we do have the craft chest Blizz, which we always start off with that particular character. Look at the graphics, everybody. And the in-game graphics are just as good. I love that they've added 3D art to a lot of the items in the game. Gunto pointed out Wart's Leg. Oh, my God. And Saigons. I cannot wait to see a full set of Saigons. Saigons literally is the Crusader out of Diablo 3. All right, that's what it looks like to me anyway. Very well done on a lot of the 3D art. I'm getting used to it, but the movement of the characters, like they're walking and running, the way their legs move, the way they kind of do a little slide, or the way they I don't know how you call it, bound? Is that what it's called? Bound left and right, stop, and it kind of skid a little bit. I'm getting used to that, but mainly the movement of like the legs, the way they move them, it looks like they're just moving just below their knees and not even moving their hips or anything like that. And yeah, I know they're limited on what they could do, or are they? Can they fix that? I don't know. Because I remember whenever the Necromancer, man, he used to be just going like this, hair flapping in the breeze, looking like he's just hauling forevermore behind, just running, even though he was moving the same speed as everybody else. But he looked like he was Usain Bolt out there in the cold plains. And now he just kind of has this little trot that doesn't even look like the Necromancer anymore. I don't know. And visually, I don't see a problem with anybody. I know everybody makes fun of the Amazon. I really haven't looked at one to see. All I'm worried about is gameplay. All I'm worried about is the graphics update. And all we're all worried about is bringing back the OGs out there and bringing in the new peoples that's never even heard of Diablo 2. All right? And once again, like I always do whenever we talk about something like this, as big as this, thank you. And I'll go back over here to this. Thank you, the creator, David Brevik. And I know you don't have anything to do with this project, but thank you for creating the Diablo universe. It's been how long now since the original thought process, the original idea for Diablo, all right? And here we are in the year 2021, and that vision is still alive. And there's not a whole lot of games out there that can boast that, all right? So thank you very much, David Brevik. I appreciate it just as much as anybody else out there, all right, does for you creating Diablo for all of us. Now, there's been a lot of videos out there from a lot of the new guys out there that, and I'd say not new, but newer since like 2016, 18, up until present, that has been making a lot of how-to videos out there. But if you want some entertainment, and you made it this far in, I challenge you to put in Craft Chest Diablo, Craft Chest, all one word, space Diablo, on YouTube, and look at some of the original videos and how the editing, how we had to edit back in the day. I mean, you guys got it made. I mean, we had to finagle some stuff back then, especially if you, what was the really good one? Comedy Central and Ubertrist was one of them, and the Ubertrist Mythbuster series, that was another amazing one. We had a full house with all those. So if you want to see the original how-to videos from the OG, the Diablo 2 King, just type that in YouTube or even on Google, and it'll bring it up for you. Oh, man. What else is going on? All these new guys out there that are talking about, you know... wait. Here, I'm going to go negative on you for a minute. I heard some people yesterday. Watch the video. I don't know when they put it up. It had to be a past couple of days. Talking about how limited the content is in Diablo. How there's not a lot to do. And how, sadly, you know, there's people getting refunds because it's unplayable and they just don't have the patience. And I may be one of them, you know, but I'm trying to be patient with it. And I have like 15,000 hours in the game. You better catch up. That's all you guys, 15K? Baby, please. All right. Anyway, I heard that and I was like, that sounds like a little bit of PoE sabotage going on right there from somebody who has a more vested interest in playing another game than it is Diablo 2 Resurrected. And I keep hearing people talk about nostalgia. No, it's not nostalgia, okay? It's a lifestyle. Me and Lamal actually talked about that last night, and we may, if we can get the stream to fire up and all that, no, we're not. We're going to talk about that. We'll get some people in there. We'll have Gunto. We'll have Lamal. We'll be in the Band of the Hawk, the open channel on Discord. I'll put a link in the description down here for anybody out there. And if we get any clowns out there, I do have a private channel, so we'll just leave that channel and go into our own little The God Hand channel where nobody could get in. So don't be coming in there clowning. But anyway, I want to get together with them and talk about this because we talked about how Diablo 2 is not just a game. Diablo 2 is a lifestyle, all right? Because I know there's a lot of people out there that are of the opinion that gamers are losers, gamers wasting their time, gamers this, that, and the other, all right? Well, I have met all the friends in the virtual interweb universe from Diablo 2 that I know. Other than Vessel Vision, who is a hardcore Black Desert player, all right, and I love Vessel Vision to death. He is the most dedicated MMO gamer I have ever encountered, ever, in the history of ever. That dude right there is amazing at what he does. But other than him, all the other friends that I've ever made, and a few IRL, as a matter of fact, have come from Diablo 2. I do have IRL friends, don't get me wrong, but some of the best friends that I have ever made have come from this game right here. Diablo 2, Lord of Destruction. All right? And those people continue to be friends. All right? The people that have stuck with me through thick and thin, thin and flush, and even the dark times. You know what I'm talking about. Those people have been around since back then, since I came. 2012 is whenever I came out of the dark ages. That went on for a little while, about 2 years. But this is a lifestyle. It's family, and it's friendship, and it's just a game that you can never run out of things to do. And it offends me, quite honestly, whenever somebody says that the gameplay is limited. I don't know if you really actually even played the game as much as you say you have if you say that. You know, I can think of 10 things off the top of my head that I bet you haven't done in this game. And think about this for a moment. Diablo 2 is one of the, if not the first Battle Royale game. Remember Iron Man? How many people out there know what I'm talking about when I say Iron Man competition? All right? The original Battle Royale. We were doing this back in 2001, 2002, 2003. All right, now I know farther than that. It went on for years where we would have Iron Man competitions. You like PvP? There you go. That's an awesome one right there. And the roles of which you can get are limited, true. But the original Battle Royale, you go out, you find items, you go out and you farm. And when you hit level 9, you stop, you go back to town, everybody goes back to town and then runs out at the same time into the cold plains. No pots. I don't know who's PvPing out there with pots, but in Diablo 2, we don't use pots. And you go out there, and the last man standing wins. All right? That's the original Battle Royale. Have you ever done that? If you haven't, try it out. Get a group of friends together. It is amazing. All right? That's one of those things where you could just get you your favorite adult beverage, your favorite soft beverage or whatever, and just have a night of it, just doing nothing but Iron Man competitions. We will actually, if we can get enough people together, we will actually put together one of those games for you to show you just how fun it is. And you don't have to have all 8 players. You can have 2 players. You can have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and just have an amazing time at it, because the ideas and all the characters that you have and the ideas that you have on how you're actually going to win it with no pots, whoo! And that's the only rule. Now, if there's some hell shrines out there, that's a different story. You know, you want to strategically say, hey, I don't know if they saw that or not, but I'm going to keep that off to the side right there. All right? So, what else is going on? All right, so I'm just going to end it here. I'm excited. I'm 18 minutes in. I've got so much that I want to talk about just in the first 3 or 4 days of gameplay. Very light gameplay. And as I spool up and get loosened up and my body gets used to sitting down, I'm not used to sitting down, man. I'm missing those 24-hour plus live streams, but man, all up in here anymore is just, I got to work out or something. I don't know what's going on. Getting old and weak. I'm all stoved up. I'm used to running around, walking and under the car and at work, up and down and whatever. We'll get back into it. All right. So stay tuned for more. I guarantee you we're going to have some more awesome craft chest content for Diablo 2 Resurrected. Never forget, the OGs are back. It's a craft of the mind. Go out there and have some fun. Woo!